Shalom. All praises to Yahawah by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. This is Yahawah Mission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Yahawah Missions, affiliate Kappa GMS. Got another aircraft crash, particularly specifically a helicopter crash, okay? And this is stirring up the spirit of that helicopter crash and that aircraft crash that happened at DCA, Washington, D.C., a month ago or whatnot. So we back again, okay? Like I said, Yahawah speaketh once, twice. Man do not understand, okay? So heartbreaking final images show family of 5 in front of doom helicopter minutes before crash. All right. Judgment from the Lord. Bring out some scriptures after this. Bring out scriptures and then after the video.
Neighborhood before it's a hot neighborhood. And find it exclusively in professionally sourced listings. Don't miss out on the perfect home.
Don't all apps do that?
Not really. Download the Realtor.com app today.
Okay, so they said got rich in photos of New York helicopter tours website show the bundled up family with the Bell long range 6 helicopter strapped inside the aircraft. Okay, that's them right there. Okay, thinking everything is sweet. Look at their faces. Okay, ain't shit going on in the world to these people. So let's do a helicopter ride. Okay. Yes, the sightseeing chopper broke apart midair and then plummeted like a rock into the Hudson. Okay, yeah. Ooh, damn. The tail came off, too. All right, you see that? Judgment of the Lord. That's what 25, national. Seam span. These are like the people in the company that own the tourist sightseeing helicopter and CEO of the maintain the helicopter and whatnot. Or okay, so yeah, they think everything is shit. It says victims ID'd as family of 5 on vacation from Spain. See, Edomites. They Edomites. You can look at them and tell. They got that type of money, to be doing that. Not even, Americans have, aren't doing this, okay? They came over here thinking everything is sweet, okay? So we know that the Lord is out here, okay, sending judgment. And these people are not paying attention, okay? Job 33:14. For Yahawah speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth not. And that's what I keep saying and going into with these aircraft incidents, okay, these crashes, these near misses. Just, I believe, yesterday at Reagan, they had another issue. 2 aircraft wingtips touched, okay, and then were damaged, okay, and Republican congressmen and women were on board a particular flight that happened to. I believe it was American Airlines. And before that, they have an FAA get into it. FAA employee in an air traffic control tower at Reagan get into it with another employee, okay? And they were both, I believe, suspended or fired or whatnot. So the Lord is shutting down this airline industry. Oh, and then I put out the video about my wife, my old lady. She went to BWI airport and she could see that the real ID kiosks are being implemented. And she was saying in a video that she didn't see any customer service agents at the United counter, but she saw their kiosks there. She noticed that was and she was saying that, she hears me like all men of the Lord, servants of the Lord. If we have women, you have women, they kind of like here and there, they have to see to believe. That's basically what she's saying. She's starting to see the Lord work, okay, right now. So these prophecies are coming to pass, okay. Men of the Lord are going out in the highways and byways and on the information superhighway, which is the internet, and warning you all, letting you all know, okay, to repent. Time is running out, okay. The Most High is going to keep upping the bar, okay. The time of mercy is running out. The grace period is running out, okay. But do our people hear us? No, okay. They want to wait till the last minute to get right, okay, and that's not going to cut it. Seeing is believing. It's not going to cut it right. Okay. The land is barren of faith right now. Okay. Roughly paraphrasing. So, that real ID and this airline industry, the MOTB, that's all going to be connected. Okay. That's moving forward. Okay. Then all this crazy stuff. Okay. You can see that these Trump tariff, tick for tack tariffs and stuff are a joke. Okay. The stock market is rigged and fake rallying, okay? AI is probably controlling the whole thing, trying to prop it up and keep it up from crashing, all right? So it's very volatile right now, okay? So I'm going to read the New Living Translation of Job 33 and 14. It says, "For Yahawah does speak, now one way, now another, though no one perceives it," okay? And no one is perceiving what Yahawah is saying, okay? Get off these planes, man. Stop traveling. Stop going about your day. Stop ignoring what the Lord is doing, what Yahawah is doing. Okay? Nobody doesn't see that, okay? First Thessalonians, okay? So, all right, let's see. 84. Okay, First Thessalonians, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child." Right, with a woman travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, they came all the way over here in this climate for a goddamn sightseeing helicopter tour of New York City. Okay, smiles and all. And it's not. They think it's what, peace and safety. Okay. They think it's nothing going on in the world, okay? They didn't have to, come all the way over here to do that. But I guess that was on their bucket list, okay? And that cost them, okay? The whole family. All right? 1284. Slot real quick. 1284. We're just giving a New Living Translation. Okay, 53 okay, okay, all right. New Living Translation, First Thessalonians. Okay, while people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly, as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. Okay. So this sudden destruction happened. They weren't expecting this, okay? They weren't, and they couldn't escape. They just went straight down. That's how the Esau and his kingdom are falling, straight down, okay? They were not expecting it. They thought everything was going to be sweet and, America, New York. What could go wrong, okay? Nothing's happening, okay? I know Spain has a lot of wildfires and whatnot, or dead. Okay, they're getting their ass kicked. Okay, the country Spain. Okay, Psalms 35 and 8. "Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself into the very destruction. Let him fall." Okay, so you taking trips like that, overseas, then to New York, you probably got some money. Okay, you probably in in some type of lucrative industry, okay, when you have to set people up, take from people at the at other people's livelihood expense, that's judgment, okay? So we don't know telling what the Father has done or the Edomite has done, or all of them, you know what I'm saying? Okay? They're let destruction come upon them unawares, okay? And that's what happened, okay? Took them out, okay? Kind of remind you of the Kobe Bryant and incident with his daughter a little bit. But most recently, like I was saying, DC incident with the helicopter, okay? So and then I believe a couple of years back, you had the miracle on the Hudson with an Airbus landed in the goddamn Hudson River, okay? And they made a Captain Sully. They made a movie about that. Esau always glamorizing some bullshit. Okay. Let me see. Let me do the New Living Translation. 571. Slovakia. 571. 571. And that's 35. 8. Hold on. Slovakia. Okay. 35 and 8. Okay, and 35 and 8. Okay. Okay, let destruction. Okay, Psalms 35 and 8. Okay, since they hid their net for me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, may ruin overtake them by surprise. May the net that they had entangle them. May they fall into the pit to their ruin. Okay? So that's the New Living Translation. New Living Translation version, okay? So we're going to go to, James 2 and 13, all right? For he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Okay, so like I was saying, to do all that at this time, how expensive everything is. I just went into the fact that Keystone oil was got damaged. The pipeline has been damaged, and that's gonna increase the price of aircraft and diesel fuel, particularly. Okay, and that helicopter obviously takes jet fuel. Okay, all right, so I'm pretty sure it's expensive, okay, to do those tours, to come over there. You flying, you paying or anything. So he shall have judgment without mercy that have shown no mercy. And I don't know who the dude is, the father is, or the family or anything, but I'm just going by the climate of the countries, the world, and how they were looking, perceiving themselves in the photographs, and at this time, what I'm saying. So, I don't know what industry he could be in, but we know ultimately this is judgment from the Lord. Okay, all right, and it's like people aren't paying attention to these judgments and seeing other people getting judged and whatnot, and they're not pumping their brakes. Okay. Let's see. Let me see, look up James. It's in here. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to do the New Living Translation. James, where is it at? Slovakia. Where the hell is it at? Here. Hold on. Let's see. Slovakia. And, so it's just 24. It's, people, 24, aren't paying attention to the judgments of the Lord. 24. Okay, James 13:24, 13. 20. Okay. 2 and 13. All right. 2 and 13. Okay. Okay. 2:30. Because judgment without mercy will be shown to anyone who has not been merciful. Mercy triumphs over judgment. Okay. That's the New Living Translation. Okay. Right there. All right. Proverbs. Okay. 28 and 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all that things. And men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, okay, we understand these things. We understand how Yahawah is moving, okay? We understand that, these judgments are righteous judgments of the Lord, okay? In these times, despite what the wicked say, okay? The wicked may try to dress this thing up like how they do. Esau always dresses it up, 671. Dresses it up and makes it seem like, it didn't have to happen. It's got start pointing fingers at this one and that one. It's got to be somebody's fault. Somebody's got to get sued. It didn't have to happen. But we know ultimately these are judgments from Yahawah, okay? And Yahawah is trying to get the attention of men, all right? And they're not what? They're not listening. They're not taking heed, okay? So that's a problem, okay? Proverbs, okay? So Proverbs 28 and 5, okay? We're going to put up the New Living Translation, okay? Give me a minute, okay? 28 and 5, okay? Evildoers, this is 28 and 5, New Living Translation. Evildoers do not understand what is right, but those who seek the Lord understand it fully. Right. That's short, sweet, and to the point, okay? We understand, okay? Evildoers do not understand what is right, okay? They don't understand. This is like I just said, it was a rightful judgment, okay? And we know how many people, the family, it was like 5, right? Let's see. 5 on vacation. 5 is power. So like I said, they are on vacation in this time. Who's taking a vacation in this time? Only people with power, with money, okay? 5 is power. We know that, okay? So Augustin Escobar, his wife, and their 3 children posing in front of that helicopter before the tragic crash. All right, so I just wanted to bring that out real quick, okay? More judgment in the aircraft industry. Real IDs are coming. That's going to help lead and segue into one of the ways that's going to segue into the MOTB, okay? The Karagman, okay? Do not take that, okay? There's the May test that's coming up. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Do not take anything. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahawah Ba'Shem, Yahawah Shah Ba'Shem, Rakak Radash. Shalom.